welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am, that means you're new. I'm Mark. What's good with y'all? Go check out my other videos. Check them out. But first, welcome back to another episode of Debunking Gun Myths. So, I know I've been kind of, not within the last couple videos, but I've been slacking somewhat on the debunking gun myths, the debunking anti-gunners. And, I wanted to get some good ones together for y'all. So, on this episode, you guys read the title, you saw the thumbnail. Let's get right into it. So, debunking gun myths. New is better. Now, here's the problem with that. There are two ways to look at that sentence, right? Some people look at it as new, meaning fresh out the box, right? Some people look at it as new, meaning it's a brand new product that just got released. Now, both of those have, some level of issue to them in a way. Now, I'm going to sit here and explain why, and I'm going to get right into it. So we're going to start with fresh out the box. Now, this is actually something I see among a lot of hood dudes. It's kind of funny too because, they just don't know, right? Girl, don't play with me right now. Hi. All right, so when a gun is fresh out the box, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I just got this brand new. I'm so hyped. This is gonna work perfectly, all this other shit. Now, with a lot of guns, it can work perfectly. That's perfectly fine. However, a lot of people don't realize that a lot of guns are also very tight and a little bit harder to maneuver when they are brand new and fresh out the box. So some people aren't understanding what I'm getting at. Okay, the recoil spring, for example, will be, brand new, so it won't have any wear on it. It won't, it's not exactly used to being fired yet. So it's not going to 100% cause malfunctions. However, it is going to be tighter when you're racking the slide. Let me see here. Not to mention just, sorry, my ankle hurts like a bitch. But not to mention just simple matter of fact, some guns do have a break-in period. And it's a stupid thing. However, it is a reality that we do have to live in. Some guns do unfortunately have break-in periods, which shouldn't be the case, especially for a tool that can save your life. However, all right, guns that are used tend to function a lot better. Why? Because they've been worn in a bit. For example, the mags that are with them will have been used a good little bit, so they're not going to be worn out 100% or anything like that. However, they will have been, bit more easy for you, for example, to load a mag up, to rack the slide, things like that. It'll be a little bit easier for you. It'll be easier just to handle the gun as a whole, really, other than the shooting aspect. That doesn't change. However, all right, you also do realize that getting a used gun comes with the aspect of it is used. While you may save some money on it, depending on how used it is, the lifespan of the gun, it isn't going to be there. Now, if you shoot a lot, that is something to worry about. A majority of people, for a good gun, they're probably not going to outshoot it in their lifetime. That's just the truth of the matter, especially if you clean your guns and you're not just letting them collect dust and dirt and shooting them, not cleaning them. You should be fine. You probably won't have to worry about, yeah. You're not going to have to worry about outshooting your gun for a good while. However, you don't know exactly how used is. So that is something to remember, guys. Let's get that out the way. But with fresh out the box, a lot of people, they sit there and, they're like, oh yeah, I got this. It's right out the box. It's so crisp, clean, it's smooth. No, it's not. It's going to be a million times smoother once you have shot it a good bit. I promise you it will be. Every gun that you get will be a lot smoother to run after it's been shot a good bit. That's just how guns work. Everybody knows that. So with that being said, that covers up the first aspect of it. And I am aware this is probably going to be a shorter video, guys. So let me just preface that right now. Now, with the second aspect, and this is something that we see a lot with brand dick riders, is when something gets released, everybody immediately believes it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be the top of the line shit. It's going to be the best that's in the fucking world. When in all reality, just like every company, whenever they release a product, there's always going to be some form of bugs or malfunction with it. There's always going to be a problem with it that they need to fix. The first couple of batches essentially are always trial runs. That's how it works. They figure out what needs to be fixed, they fix it, and then it's like, okay, yeah, now we can sit here and start discussing what, the actual reliability and things like that of the gun. A lot of people don't realize that, though. I'll take, for example, the Smith & Wesson M&P 22 Magnum. I've heard great things about it. Now, I've only heard great things from people who waited a little bit to get one. I've heard great things from people who have put thousands of rounds through theirs. So that's kind of different than just, oh yeah, well, it's released, this is what Smith & Wesson is saying about it. It's going to be the best ever, all this shit. The simple matter of fact is that when you sit there and you don't give it time for a product to get past its little fuck up period when it's just released, you're taking that risk yourself. You're running the fact that you might have a lemon. That's really how these work. And it sucks, but you should know that in all reality. That goes with every business. That doesn't change just because it's firearms. And that's unfortunate, but it's true. A perfect example is shit. Let me think here, actually, because I had one, but left my mind. Long story short is just that when you sit there and you say, oh yeah, this is brand new, I'm going to get it, this is going to be the shit, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You're setting yourself up to sit here and believe, oh yeah, well, you know what? I'm hyped. This is going to be so fucking cool. And it ends up being a fucking jam machine. It ends up not working really at all. It just happens. All right. So that's why it's important to sit there and give a product some time before you even, give it that money, because you got to remember, this is your money that you are working hard for. Some people like to look at it as, oh, it's not that much. But in all reality, it does start to add up after a while. Everybody knows that. Guns have to be one of the most expensive hobbies in the world. Have to be. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm trying to sit here and, think really if there's any more I can add on to that topic or not for y'all. A lot of y'all know I just do these videos. I just pop them up. But let's see here. Yeah, that's about it. You sit there and you play around trying to get brand new shit. You deal with brand new problems. That's the best way to put it for that. Now, if you sit there and think, oh yeah, I'm getting it fresh out the box, everything's going to work perfectly, you don't know shit about guns. Not a lot, but some guns have break-in periods, as I said before. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't work. It just means you need to shoot your shit, and it's probably going to function a lot better and a lot more smooth. Now, I think that about wraps it up for this video. I know this one was going to be a bit shorter. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell. When you hit that bell, hit all. And because you agree with me, newer does not always mean better. Go and make sure to check out all my other videos. Y'all make sure to stay legal, stay safe, stay dangerous. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.